Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Peter Tihan going over my weekly goal as far as trying to lose weight and transform my body into a healthier state of mind. Well, a healthier state. And so with that, what I've been doing this past week was I've been doing a lot more walking. I have been taking advantage of the S Health application on the Galaxy S5, and it's been showing my steps as far as what I've been doing there. And it's also, when I go on walks, it could track through the GPS feature where my route is as far as where I'm walking, and it's pretty neat. It counts the elevation as far as if I go up on a hill, and as I descend coming down the hill. And so it's a pretty neat feature. And so if you have it, great, take advantage of it. It is awesome. I highly recommend it. It also counts your heartbeat, beats per minute, to see if you're doing well in that, because the more your heart beats as far as pumping blood, the more you're active and burning calories. So that's what you want to do, obviously. Is the ultimate goal is to burn as much calories as possible. So it's been an adventure, to say the least. I'm trying new things. I'm going out to Bear Creek Park with Panda. Of course, my dog comes with me everywhere I go, so he's benefiting from all this as well. And so I'm trying new trails now that summer is here. I'm going to try and take advantage of the outdoors that I never have before. Usually I just been sitting at my computer or going over to a friend's house and not doing hardly anything, pretty much. But now, times have changed, and I want to experience the outdoors. I'm in Colorado, one of the best states in the union to experience the outdoors, and so now the time is here. So with that, I've been doing the Bear Creek, doing the Garden of the Gods, doing Palmer Park. And so it's hard though, because with the whole oxygen, I'm only limited to so many hours that I could be out before I have to get back, and I can't carry multiple tanks with me because it would be just that much hard. I mean, I suppose I could do it, but it's just bulky and it's not functional. It's not reasonable. You know what I mean? So I usually go on maybe like a 2-hour hike, and then it gives me enough time to get home. Now, granted, if I'm not on it for an hour, so I won't kill over or anything, it won't pull the plug and Peter's dead. It won't be anything like that. But I try and stay to doctor's orders as much as possible. There are times where it's frustrating, and if I'm going in and out of a store, I'll take it off, and then I go in the store and put it back on when I get back in the car. My family doesn't like it when I do that all that much, but it's something that's surrounding me all the time. And to be honest with you, I get quite embarrassed with it. And bad enough I'm overweight, then I have to tag on this, and so I get the looks. People look at me all strange all the time, like, "Oh, what happened to him?" kind of deal. And if they ask, I tell them, I'm like, I smoked for X amount of years. I'm overweight, and so I hope you take this to heart, because if you're overweight and smoking, this is the outcome. And so I'm not trying to get into the lecturing people, because I've been there before. People try and talk to me, and I shun them away. And so I'm not trying to be that person or anything, but if they ask, I'm going to tell them. And I'm pretty blunt about it, because I want the point to be driven as hard as I can. And so I'm trying to stay more positive on my dieting, and I'm trying to cut back as much as possible. I'm down to maybe 2 sodas a day. I'm trying to eat more fruits and vegetables, though it's not that easy. This has never been part of my routine, so now that it is, I just have to remember to incorporate it into my diet. And so it's just been a challenge. It's always going to be a challenge, because this is all new to me. So it's just hard. And if life was easy, everybody would be okay, right? And so you just got to take it step by step, mile by mile, like what I say on my Facebook. And as long as I continue with that mindset, everything eventually should come into play. And so it's just with the dieting, and again with the whole fast food, I try and stay away, but every now and then I go to Subway. I'll have like a foot-long roast beef sandwich. So I'm not trying to get like the meatballs or anything like that anymore. So at least I'm trying to be selective and process as far as for what I'm trying to eat and when I do go out. So like just now, my buddy and I, we went to Village Inn, and instead of getting like a burger with everything on it, I just got like a grilled chicken sandwich and some fries. And I got the fries, I only ate half, and I had a Diet Coke. So the train of thought is there. I'm trying to just make it a habit for me. It's just it's not easy, and like I said earlier. And so now, turning up the gear here, I went to my doctor's office. This past week to get an update as far as what's everything's going on. And so apparently they want me to do a third sleep study test to find out what's going on with my sleep study, because apparently the minimum events a night is like 5. 5 is normal, like where you stop breathing, I suppose, is what they call an event. And right now I'm at 7. And so I guess my uncle at one point in time was like 22. That's why he got his CPAP. And so I guess they're trying to see if I'm going to really need the CPAP or not. But it sounds like I'm going to. So I'm going to have a mask over my face every night when I go to sleep. And hopefully when the weight finally does drop off, that can drop off as well. So it's all temporary. It's just something always going on with me. And, it's just gets overwhelming. And that's one thing I've learned too, is like, doing these videos is almost therapeutic, and so too I could get this off the chest and express my feelings, and hopefully people respond and see what I'm going through. And because in reality, I really don't have somebody that could be like a sounding board or I could vent to. So this is how I'm venting. So I've been letting everybody know, putting it out there, and so hopefully somebody could learn from this, and somebody could say, hey, I know exactly how you feel, and take that, to heart, and hopefully I change someone else's life in the process, and that would be a huge compliment. But I'm not looking for anything in that nature. But if it happens, great, awesome. So this week was a kind of a milestone. It was my aunt's 76th birthday, and so we went out. That's another one of the fast food places we went. We tried breakfast. It was like a breakfast place, but they only served breakfast and lunch, but it was all healthy choices. It was like all health food. So what I had was just like eggs, or like an omelet type thing with hash browns on the side. So I had like a guava juice. So it's a pretty good place. It's over, for you Colorado people in Colorado Springs, it's over in University Village, which is that new place on North Nevada where all the Costco's are at. Well, Costco and Comcast and whatnot. It's a good food and very reasonable price, good service. So check that out, and I'll try and get the name and I'll put it in my comments. I just can't remember at the top of it. So what I'll do too in the video, I'll try and incorporate some pictures as far as like my goals, because on the phone I take screenshots and I put them on my Facebook, but now I'll try and put them in the video. I know not everybody has Facebook, and so I'm starting to get up there. In my first video I was at 50 hits. My second video, right, between 30 and 50. So, obviously, I want more. I'm going to keep doing them as much as I can and consistently as I can, so people can see. I mean, I'm not going to do this to try and gain popularity. I just want to do this, like I said earlier, as far as therapeutic mentally, so I can get this off my chest, and so hopefully people watch this and understand what's going on. And you're seeing this on a weekly basis, me transforming myself back to being a healthier human being, part of a new era in society where health is the new. Well, health is, huge now as far as everybody's emphasizing to be healthier, trying to be more organic and whatnot, which is fine. But what I'm also starting to notice is that everything comes to the price. Eating at restaurants now, where you're looking at healthier foods. I don't understand why it's healthier. Well, not healthier, but pricier to eat healthy. Like if you go to a grocery store and you buy fresh fruit versus canned fruit, it's going to be less expensive to buy the canned fruit, but not as healthy. I don't understand. I mean, it almost seems like they're taking advantage of you, and that's the part that I don't like about it. And so, that's another challenge in itself. That it's just economically hard to try and afford all this stuff. But I spent the first 39 years eating fast food, and I'm going to spend the next 40 trying to get myself back into shape. So, like I said, one step at a time, 1 mile at a time, and my weight would drop. And I'm also, on top of that, I'm going to change the title. I'm trying to find something that people could find the video easier, that it could generate more hits, just because I want more people to see. And so if you guys could come up with a better title for me, that'd be even more awesome. But for now, it's just going to be To Be Alive. For now, I'm just trying to catch around, researching what other people are doing, and seeing what their titles are and how they're generating more hits. So it's all a learning process, and I'm doing this off of my Galaxy S5, and so it's an awesome phone. If you have an opportunity to upgrade, do so. It's worth it. If you have the S4, go to the 5. It is worth the upgrade. And so nowadays, phone companies are doing where you could jump every 6 months anyway into a different phone. So even if you don't like the S5, you can jump into a new phone in the next 6 months anyway. So until next week, I hope everybody has a good time. Happy Monday, and stay healthy, live life, and take care. Aloha.